Yo, what up, BTB Posse? And to everyone else that's listening, you are now tuned in to a brand new episode of the award-winning, chart-topping, top 10 business entrepreneurial podcast, Behind the Baller. Yep, that's what we are. This is episode 105. I am your host, Ben Baller. Yes, also known as the Korean John Cusack. And this is the weekend wrap-up. People, coronavirus is not going away, no matter what the fuck you think. It's not fake. It's definitely very real. It's not going away. And to the people living in the United States of America, congratulations. We have surpassed 5 million infected cases. Yes. And guess what? 1 in every 2,000 Americans who have contracted the virus since the pandemic started has died. Now, it may seem like a low number. Bottom line is, we have 6 figures in legitimate deaths. I don't care about the fucking one person on a motorcycle that died or the 3 or 4 people that died from something else. Bottom line is, we're way over 6 figures. And meanwhile, yesterday, in Miami Beach, the beach was fucking packed. Look, fuck it. There's really no need to discuss it anymore. I talk about it less and less. You guys don't give a shit, obviously. I think my listeners kind of do, some of them do. But people have too much freedom, and it's actually not a good thing. It's not like Korea. If you guys understood, what Korea does and the level of shit that they go through and, putting fucking GPS on you and people are like, oh man, you would go through that? Yeah, I would, because I want this shit to be gone. And we're the only fucking country that just looks like fucking idiots. And people think it's something else and it's just not, okay? It's got nothing to do with politics, all right? The virus, unfortunately, is a little racist though, all right? It's killing more blacks and Latinos than any other race. And again, it's just not going away, okay? Wear a fucking mask, wash your hands, wash your ass. I'm reading that some sanitizers are bad, and I've already knew that, but I mean, some sanitizers that are actually, somewhat legit and that have 60% alcohol in them, they're still not working. It's something about that when people are using it too often or whatever, or certain types of sanitizer, it's the virus is, beating it. This is a very, very sophisticated, modern, smart virus, all right? And you just gotta wash your hands. Wash them fucking good, and, just have plain old, good old soap. Just, wash your hands really good. Just keep everything clean. But, at this point, it's beyond exhausting to talk, to discuss it anymore, all right? It's just now plain pathetic, okay? And, this week, I had to finish the Snickers Chain, and that's hoping the NFL season happens, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the second Snickers Chain 2.0, my legit NFL endorsement, had to finish it off. And most of my work was this week, doing the final polish, going over everything, making sure that all the shit is ready to go. I specialize in the pen rhodium. I get nasty with that. So basically, you know what? I drive to downtown Los Angeles every single day, right? And it's a fucking feat because my factory was closed. So we had to rent a fucking loft space that, well, I'm not going to incriminate myself, but basically, we have chemicals and shit that, really aren't good to smell. That's why you can't have this shit. Otherwise, we would have repairs and all kinds of stuff at IF&Co in the Beverly Center, but we can't. And that's why Slauson was so fucking crazy that we were allowed to have certain things. Anyways, going on from, LA, driving through LA locally, I drove to downtown Los Angeles and I took the local streets instead of taking the freeway. I decided to drive through my old hood, through KoreaTown. And I see so many restaurants are out of business and it's fucking crazy. Inside a month or two, just really driving down 6th Street, driving down Wilshire, driving down A Street, driving down Olympic, and driving down Beverly. I've taken every street just to, make my drive a little different. And anything from small business, new business, old business, big business, they're going out of business. All right? It's fucking sad. Okay? It's not just restaurants, it's all kinds of shit. And it's just fucking sad. On Saturday, I ordered 12 orders of kimchi bokkeumbap, which means Korean fried rice. It's Korean for kimchi fried rice. And I ordered from the greatest Korean restaurant in the United States of America, in the country. Not the greatest Korean restaurant in Los Angeles, the greatest Korean restaurant in the motherfucking country, right? And that's, of course, Donggojang. And their last day of business is August 16th, okay? That is literally less than a week away, all right? That's this coming Sunday. And I suggest you guys go get some takeout, go get that kimchi fried rice with the fucking extra egg in that bitch, get some bibimbap, get some barbecue, get some kalbi. Their fucking kalbi is fantastic. The bulgogi is so good. Teji bulgogi is good. Everything is fucking bomb, okay? Go get some takeout. Look, I'm about to use my Ben Bar to the Chain gold vacuum sealer and order a bunch of shit. I'm about to get some fried rice and everything. And shout out to my cousin Esther. She had the idea of doing that. I'm going to vacuum seal shit and freeze it for later just so I have stuff. Because it's crazy. Okay. But my point about talking about this is that COVID is fucking up a lot of shit besides that. And people are like, oh, but if the economy is because it's... No, motherfuckers. It's just fucked up because we should have shut down before. It should have been harsher. It should have been everywhere. It's like, well, these areas didn't get fucked up. But guess what? Everyone goes to those areas. Like the dumb fucks in Vegas. Like, oh, well, Vegas is open. Let's all go to Vegas. So guess what? People from fucking New York, Miami, Chicago, fucking Montana, where the fuck they go, boom. A whole bunch of people going to Montana. Now Montana's got spikes. And people are like, oh, Texas is open. Let's do this. It doesn't fucking matter. If you shut down everything in the country from the beginning, if you shut it down in fucking late January, early February, and said, look, we're shutting this bitch down until motherfucking April 1st. Okay? So February and all of March, no, you ain't going nowhere. You can't go from Jersey to New York, can't do none of that shit. We would be good. And the mask mandates and everything. What do you mean mandates? Fuck that. Make them laws. All right? Just like the seatbelts, just like all the shit that's going on. People are talking about how you're going to enforce that in school. Look, they enforce you can't wear a t-shirt that says fuck in school, right? When you're in school. There's girls who can't wear super short skirts. You can't wear slutty outfits. You can't come to school just wearing a bra. Well, it's dress codes, Even at a public school where you kind of wear almost everything, you still can't wear everything, you know what I'm saying? And they can enforce it. But a lot of people won't understand still until about spring of 2021. And I mean, not just deaths. This is where it's going to really fuck people up in the pocket, okay? And whose fault is this? Honestly, I would love to blame Dick Stain, but you know what? It's a lot of people's faults, okay? Sorry to those of you who don't value your life as much as I value mine, but more importantly, how fucking selfish can you be to not care about other people's lives? Because if you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to go out there, I'm strong, whatever. You don't know how strong other people are, though, because you may come in contact. And because you're wearing a little bathing ape mask, and I'm not saying that to diss bathing ape, but there's no filtration in that shit. There's no N95 in that motherfucker. I'm going to sit there and sneeze, whatever. You get somebody sick. This shit happens, Shaking hands, where the fuck it is. People are tired of it, whatever. People are sick of it. Yeah, I'm sick of it too, But again, I value my life way more than I value the freedom, okay? And the way that the Fed is printing money and adding these relief funds, which people need help, I get it. Our dollar is tanking. It's not that gold is fucking going so damn, it's just going crazy. It's our dollar's tanking. All right. But yeah, gold is still fucking sky high. All right. Rumor is from the specialist that shit's going to break 3,000. And if it does, it's going to fucking suck for a lot of people in the joy business. In fact, almost everyone in the joy business. It's going to put people out of business. Even the monster companies like Cartier, all right, who charges $250 to $350 a gram for 18 karat. Okay. Silver is the move right now. It's cheap as fuck and it's going up like crazy. It's already at record highs, but it's very affordable. Okay. Now, the profit margins aren't as crazy as gold, but shit, it's still profit and it's good. And that is the move right now. It's just silver so goddamn fucking heavy. What's funny is gold refineries that we've been using for the last 15 years, they're out of gold. That's how fucking crazy it is. Fuck coins. Gold is just like, this shit is crazy. All right, back to COVID. I read an interesting fact. The chance of catching COVID on an airplane, right? If you're taking like a 2-hour flight, okay, on average, if you're taking a 2-hour flight, the chances of you catching COVID is like 1 in 4,500. So 1 in 4,500 people on average will catch COVID on a 2-hour flight. Okay. Now, if the airline takes out the middle seat, it's 1 in 7,500. Okay. And if you are flying first class and you're in the first row, then it's like 1 in like 20,000 or something, whatever. But look, again, I can't take those chances, whatever. Now, back to business in COVID, my store, IF&Co, is doing some not so smart business, right? But we had planned to do some major renovations, and not even just that, expansion, everything in the worst time. But we planned it prior to COVID with some very aggressive negotiating. We got the shittiest landlords in the fucking entire world. I hope somebody is telling fucking Taubman Group how fucked up they are. And you could just Google Taubman Group, Taubman. And I don't give a fuck if the Beverly Center follows me on fucking social media and everything else and whatever. You know what, man? They just handle businesses fucked up. Not many people love the landlords, but you know what? They're fucked. And I can't even begin to discuss the situation that Louis Vuitton has or Tiffany & Co. and all those other places. It's fucking, we don't even have the shittiest deal, which is crazy. Anyways, we decided to double the size of our retail store location inside the Beverly Center. All right. Our flagship store, which was, it's a good size, but it's one of the probably, and I'm not speaking, I'm telling you what the people say. It is the nicest looking store in the Beverly Center. That's what I've been told by many people. And I like the size of the store. It was cool. But, I got 2 partners. I'm no longer majority. And I got 2 partners. It's because, obviously I have so many other things going on, and I just focus on, being the face, being the epicenter of the brand, and making sure though that I want the brand to hold, to hold its own, right? And Ben Baller Did the Chain is sort of a subsidiary of IF&Co, but not really. It's but it's my shop. So going on, we're expanding. We're making it much bigger. It's going to be better. I'm going to be able to have, if I want to have someone like Justin Bieber or my boy John Mayer come in, no one has to see them, and it is what it is. But anyways, that's not going to be done until November. So meanwhile, the mall's closed anyways. So please shop online, ifnco.com. I gave 10 people discount codes, pretty good discount code too, like better than Black Friday discount codes. And if you want to get a custom piece done, hit up info@ifnco.com. I will not be the person doing the personal custom work because obviously I'm booked, but it will still be A1 work. It'll be great. I don't know if you care, but yeah, I'm booked until May 2021. And I don't know if it's going to get any better. I have tried to cancel the jobs. People do not want to get their money back. It's very odd. Now on to some interesting news, okay? During these times, you read about how many billionaires got way richer in the last few months, like during COVID, during the pandemic and everything. And, it's because they already had a super strong foundation, right? They got the blueprint, they're prepared. They got the plan of attack. And most importantly, they have the proper advisors, all right? Now, if I didn't have Suleiman, shit, I don't know, but bad information can fuck people's lives up. And it goes with everything. It can fuck up a relationship in a marriage, a girlfriend, boyfriend, friendship. It fuck you up with COVID, with these people saying that masks don't work and everything else is, misinformation is fucked up. All right. So let me tell you something real quick. Saving, it helps, period. Okay. And there are basic things you could do when you go into a bank. There are people there who are willing to help you out, for the longest time, I go to the bank to deposit money or go get some cash, whatever, and you see those people sitting there, and you think that they're just there so that you can, open up a fucking savings account or like a little $300 checking account, or maybe you want to get a home loan or something. No, they're there to also advise, and saving does so much though. Even if you have a shitty job and you're making, $9, I don't know what the fuck minimum wage is, to tell you the truth. I don't even know. Okay, none of my employees make minimum wage, but I don't know what minimum wage is currently in California. But even if you're working a shitty job, okay, you need to save. It takes a lot of self-control. It takes a lot of discipline. And sometimes investing in the wrong thing can ruin your life. So again, you need the proper supervision. You need professional advice, all right? And again, look, money doesn't solve everything. You see Michelle Obama just talked about on her podcast how she's getting low-key depression because of the state of, not just COVID, but just what racism is and the current climate of people, how they feel, and morale is down and just, it's fucked up. But money doesn't solve everything, but it sure makes things convenient. And it's better to be convenient and have that to back you up. So the last thing you got to worry about is where you're going to get your next meal or how your kids are going to, be clothed or whatever it may be, okay? And understand this, I'm never mad at anyone who wants to invest safely, okay? Meaning those people who are just going to take a low risk, either be a money market account, could be a fucking CD, could be any fucking thing that has low APR, but it's going to gain and it's going to definitely, and it just, you do it smart and you're good. Whether you have a 401k or whatever the fuck it is. But those who gamble, obviously they're taking a higher risk, but they're also possibly going to gain a much higher reward. Okay. So with all that said, people, they save, they've been saving for 10 years, 20 years. Man, if you decide to fuck up in your 20s and all that, I did. I wish I didn't. I could have had a little extra cushion, but you know what? I still did okay. But there's people out there who just don't give a fuck. They just want to, and I really wonder because if you look at people in their 40s and their 50s, people have done pretty well and whatever. And I see some people in their later 30s that they're okay. They're not bad. But I see so many people in their 20s now to when I was in my 20s or to when, even 10 years ago, people in their 20s, I see people putting, saving away for a rainy day or whatever. Now, I see motherfuckers who really don't even have $1,000, who don't have $600. It's just fucking crazy. And that's even if you were out of work for 5 months, you didn't have no cushion, you had nothing. And some people like, how can you, whatever. I mean, you can, especially if, other people, they just, there's other things. People want this. People want fucking Jordans or, again, people want their fucking Louis Vuitton belt. Well, that just ain't the smartest thing to do. You don't need to buy a fucking iPhone 12. You didn't need this. You could fucking just use the same old phone or whatever the fuck it may work. If it works, it works. But what's even worse is when you've saved for a long time and you come across a scammer. And these scammers, they don't give a fuck. They'll prey on anyone, rich, poor, they don't give a fuck. And not necessarily poor, but someone who has saved money. They'll find out. And let's talk about these scammers now, okay? There's so many of them. From Ponzi schemes to pyramids to multi-level marketing to just plain scammers. Like that guy, Jay Mazzini, I'm actually going to get some of his victims on the show. This is one dude I need to talk to. I'm going to hit him up. I think he's messaged me a few times. I'm going to really get him on the phone. And then from there, that's going to open the floodgates because there's a bunch of people who've messaged me. And yes, Jay Mazzini, the dude on Instagram, the fucking, is he Palestine, where the fuck he is 100% full of shit. He is a fraud. Doesn't give anybody $5,000, not giving them $10,000 each and all that shit. I have no idea what sick fuck would get off on faking, like giving the fucking less fortunate money and videotaping it, like to document it, documenting the fake deed onto your social media. But yes, his academy is fake. He's full of shit. I have had receipts. People have posted, how he does it, gives people money. Boom. All right, well, I'll give you this. Can we just videotape you doing this shit and just, showing people and surprising? It's just a bunch of fucking, it's just sad. And tell you the truth, I'm going to have to hit up some people now because I don't want my boys from World Star to be accepting his paid ads, showing this shit, and Mike Tyson and other people because they'll be affiliated, you know what I mean? And you affiliate yourself with that shit, you'll see what happens. Anyways, going on. Well, he's scammed about at least 20 people, but I think he's scammed hundreds. And I got all these people, I have at least 20 that message me crying about it, okay? And that time will come, okay? What I want to do right now is talk about my friend Jessica Giselle. Jessica Q. Anyways, on Instagram, she's Jessica Giselle. She's a celebrity makeup artist who's worked with Chris Brown. She's a single mom. She's from LA. Look, obviously, you look at the girl. She's beautiful. She's drop dead gorgeous. Okay, I've known Jessica for 7 years or 8 years. Met her through a friend. She's actually close to a very old friend of mine. And I've always liked Jessica. She is, like I said, she's a single mom. She is always about her son, Ashton, and she posts a lot of workout videos, and she just hustles. She has a fucking hustle mentality. She's a good person. I've, seen her in person many times. I've had discussions with her. She is just a solid person. Now, what happens is, she's been saving. She does anything, obviously the typical ads, whatever she's got to do. She likes to have nicer things, but at the same time, it's not that she lives a super extravagant life, but she rewards herself with nice things. And she is, again, she has saved, and she was dating some dude. All right. And they were dating for a few months. And right off top, by the way, this is the girl that was on my Instagram story that I said she had got scammed by her ex-boyfriend. And it's a 57-minute YouTube video. And I watched every fucking minute. Not only did I watch every minute, like friends of mine watch every minute. Like people who are like got fucking maybe better things to do. And not saying that her story's not important. I'm just saying, like, my friend Lily Galici, who is a very successful female entrepreneur, attorney. My boy Andy Frisella, who's one of the biggest podcasters, owns a huge company called First Form. And, like, he's a multi-millionaire. And he was like, holy shit, that story is crazy. And so my friend Jessica started dating this guy named Zayshawn Campbell. And just off top, this dude was spoiling her with gifts. He'd buy a Rolex and everything else. And she saw red flags, but she was like, fuck, okay. He got a co-sign from my coworker. And this guy's worked with Chris Brown. He still works with Chris Brown. He's pushing, and co-signing him to meet her friend. And the crazy part is, my friend got scammed out of a shitload of money. All right. And she's one of like many victims. When I say many, over several dozen, right? And what's crazy is this dude, Zayshawn, ZE''SHAWN, Campbell, this guy's like, he preyed upon a single mom who had good credit. She had made sure her shit was A1 tight because she has another mouth to feed. And, she has to take care of her son. And, she has dreams of, leveling up in her life. And again, I've never, not only have I not heard anything bad about her, but she's just like, look, if you're a piece of shit, and let's say she was let's say she was even a hoe and she was whatever, which she's not, it wouldn't deserve what had happened to her. What I mean is she's put good karma in the air, and, it doesn't matter. Bad shit can happen to anybody, and she just, some of the warning signs, they were there, but, she put her faith in love, and, she's dating this guy. They're going to Laker games, going everything else. And there's just a lot of little weird red flags. He said he had a house in Hidden Hills. He had a penthouse in downtown LA, and house in Malibu, and house here. And, she was wondering how he got all this money. And he told her he had investments. He owned gyms, all this other bullshit. And he had stocks, and he made fake documents. And this guy was a piece of shit, man. This guy was talking about, yeah, I'm black, but I'm really whitewashed, all this other bullshit. Trying to basically like racist against his own people, just saying that this is how he can get further. And he would leave bank statements out on the kitchen counter so that she would kind of see them if she was ever suspicious, look at them. And I guess they're pretty well doctored documents and everything else. And the crazy part is, he decided to see that she had a little bit of money, that she had an IRA account, and she had good credit. So, this guy fakes like he has cancer. And it's fucking crazy. He fakes that he has like stage 4 lymphoma. I forgot what kind of cancer it was. Bottom line is, he faked cancer to the point where he even shaved his head. He had bald spots put in the back of his head to make it seem like that. He had fake doctors text and call him. And it was like, just super elaborate scheme. And bottom line is, she could have got taken for a lot more, but she was really on top of it, and she was I think also because Jessica's a little more popular and she has a little bit of a bigger network, and she exposed the fuck out of him. You could just Google her name now and pull it up, and the YouTube video has almost 1 million views. And it's from a year ago, but I just found out about it recently. And you know what? I decided to talk about this because there are, I have 27% of a female fan base and female listeners. And I don't want anybody to ever go through this, whether it be from fucking Jay Mazzini or that fucking piece of shit scumbag, Dar Man, aka Jet Set Life, who was full of shit, was just a complete fucking con artist. And, there's a bunch of Zayshans out there. And, he has ruined women's credit. He's had several women had to claim bankruptcy. Other girls have lost their entire life savings. And fortunately, Jessica, she lost a lot of money, but she was able to bounce back. She was able to get some help. And I wanted to bring some awareness to it because, again, she is a good person. And I always think like, damn, man, what a fucking, just such a handsome, beautiful son she has. And I know she hustles her ass off. She goes to the gym. She's like, it's, how fucking hard it is to fucking like, look, I have a hard time taking a shower every day and I don't smell nothing. My hygiene is good, but I mean like to have to take a shower every day and then fucking exfoliate, do your hair. And she has like long, lustrous hair and having to do makeup and doing this and putting out an outfit and always look like even if she's wearing fucking sweats, she looks good when she steps out of the house. That's fucking a lot of work. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck that. I'll stay clean. I smell good. And let me just throw on some shorts and a t-shirt. Like I don't have that kind of time. So she always puts effort. And bottom line is this dude's a piece of shit. And if you want to watch the video, it's on YouTube. Just type in Jessica Giselle Scammer. And it's crazy. This dude, Zayshawn, it's so weird. He had a bunch of his, I guess he has a lot of his friends. And the dude is on the run. And there's an ongoing case. So that's why we couldn't get too specific about it. But he even had his mom in on the scam. Like, it's just like such a piece of shit. His brother and everyone around him is in on the scam. And it's crazy because I was getting messages from other girls and stuff. And then other people were messaging me saying, oh yeah, this guy scammed me out of fucking rent. So other shit. And this girl messaged me and she's like, you know what? It's so unfair to talk about this. Have you even talked to him? Maybe you should get his side of the story. Let me tell you something real quick, man. I started this quote, you know what I mean? I heard a long time ago. And I said, there's 3 sides to every story, right? There's my side, there's your side, and then there's the truth, okay? I said that a long time ago. You know what? Kanye took my exact fucking tweet and said it word for word. And he didn't hear it from who I heard it from, trust me. But anyways, Kanye's taking a bunch of my tweets. And we're going to get into Mr. Kanye a little bit later. But look, yes, I am the king of saying there's 3 sides to every story. Guess what? On this one, there's no 3 sides. There's no 2 sides. There is no 2 sides. Sometimes there is not 2 sides to a story. Okay? So Zayshawn, Stanley Campbell, I hope to see you behind bars. You will definitely get caught. You're going to get arrested and you're going to go to jail and you're going to fucking deserve it. And I hope, man, oh man, I actually think he's been to jail before and she saw that later. You just gotta watch all this shit. He had like scars on his booty hole, probably got fucking cornholed inside jail, probably got that good Wonder Bread bag treatment without the olive oil. All right. And before we get into this break, I want to say this. And this goes to some of my friends and certain things. And I've said this, I've already addressed it to them. So it's not like I'm subliminally calling anybody out. I'm not subbing anybody. All right. When you're doing good, there's no need for you to be overly aggressive or be greedy. And I mean that in the sense of your finances, okay? People are so obsessed with leaving money on the table. They're like, yo, man, don't ever leave no money. You're still leaving money on the table. You got to go get this. Look, man, I truly believe there's enough for everyone to eat. Don't you hate when you go to a buffet? And let's say, for instance, like you love mashed potatoes, or you like mac and cheese, or you like fucking, prime rib, and you decide to fucking grab all the prime rib and not leave for somebody else. They got to wait for the next plate to come. Like, come on, man. Fuck is wrong with you, But again, if you're good financially, you're good. And when I say good, I mean you're good, right? There's no need to take a risk. All right? I get that some people might not be able to get that bag again. Like, I'm not going to get this bag again. So, okay, Those are the ones who are really the one-trick ponies. They're like, yo, man, this OnlyFans shit, I'm about to get this shit. Yeah, man, I ain't about to show my fucking titties. I ain't showing my ass, whatever, fuck this. I'm just going to get paid. All right, well, cool. What happens in 2 months? What happens in 3 months? What happens when they don't want to fucking resubscribe because you're going to try to fucking find another? It's like, come on, man. Don't be a one-trick pony. Okay. And I do also understand for some people who are just desperate and they need to get that money. Cool. They got nothing going on. They're not popping. They got zero future. Okay. Take the money and run. Cool. You know what? I'm better than that. I'm never taking the money and running. I haven't done it as an adult. I did it when I was younger. And when I say an adult, I mean after 25. Before 25, you fuck up so much. And I know there's so many young entrepreneurs now, but I'm talking about prior to 25. Yeah, I did a lot of dumb shit. I did a lot of crime. Look, man. I'm better than that. There's no need for me. If I really want to be greedy, I've told people this so much. I don't sit there and handcuff people like, yo, man, you can't go talk to fucking Elliot. You can't talk to TV John. You can't, man, I don't give a fuck who the fuck you go with. You want to get a piece done? Cool, bro. It's 100% upfront, homie. I don't play a little fucking weirdo shit. There's no refunds, none like that, blah, blah. Even though I've been offering refunds, it's like, man, either you know what you want or you don't. You want to go with the best? Cool. Look, man, am I the self-proclaimed best? No, man. This is something that has been universally said globally. All right. What I'm saying is I could have monopolized and just took over the jewelry. I could have been on some. It's like, man, I'm not even tripping on this shit. It's not that deep. Everyone can eat here. It's cool. I've left money on the table to make sure either it be one of my brothers, one of my friends, someone in my family, whether it be somebody else. Man, when you take and just keep taking and taking and the well dries up, like you did nothing, man. Now you eating. It's just like you see so many of these billionaires, like Mark Zuckerberg just became 100 billionaire, right? And it's like, yes, man, truly, the top 10 billionaires could solve homelessness. And that sounds crazy right now. You're talking to somebody who has money and I've donated. I mean, it's really not shit for them to do that and then get it back. Even what Jeff Bezos has done. Are they going to? Oh, no, it's up to them. All I'm saying is, man, I couldn't feel weird. I'd feel weird about it. I feel weird now. And I don't have $1 billion. I'll never be a billionaire. I have no aspiration to be a billionaire. All I'm saying is I'm not taking the money and running. All right? I'm better than that again, and you're better than that. Make yourself better. Okay? All right, y'all. We're going to take a real quick break, man. My boy Lakey Lake is going to hit us with something real quick. Yo, Miles, cue that beat. All right, we'll be right back, y'all. Yo, what up? You are listening to Behind the Baller podcast. We are back. It is the weekend wrap up. This is episode 105. You know what? I've said this before, man. I'm not really big on politics. I'm not on one side or the other. I'm not Democrat, not Republican. If anything, I was more kind of rooting for Bernie. But I was also hoping for Andrew Yang. So, whatever it is, I just obviously anyone but Trump, right? This is for sure the most important election in my lifetime. We are at beyond civil unrest. Our country is fucked up, okay? And at this point, it's not anything personal, but Kanye is really fucked up in the head, man. I gave the benefit of the doubt, him being, a friend and everything else. And it's either he doesn't realize that he's working for Republicans and he just doesn't know it, or he does, and he just doesn't give a fuck. But I think he is just really on the wrong side, and he thinks he gets it, but it's just fucking crazy. Okay, so 2 states are declaring that Kanye West is ineligible to be president of the United States on the ballot due to faulty signatures. Okay, on the POTUS ballot, due to faulty signatures, it could open up an election fraud investigation. So this fool Kanye could fuck around and be, in a fucking full-on investigation for election fraud. Okay? It's going to probably be under review. And it's just a whole crazy situation right now. All right. So I decided to read into it. I tweeted about something that John Legend, of all people, John Legend is Kanye's boy. And now this is where it's gotten, like, fuck being boys, homie. You're on some other shit. Okay. Now, he said, a little update. The GOP lawyer who helped Kanye West get on the ballot in Wisconsin is actively working for Donald Trump's campaign. What kind of shit is that? Okay. She's the lawyer of record in their lawsuit trying to get Priorities USA, an anti-Trump ad, pulled. All right. Like, are you listening to this? This is Kanye's fucking people that helping him with his campaign, getting him on ballot. Now it's crazy. Kanye West has officially submitted signatures to appear on the ballot in Wisconsin, arguably the most important state on the presidential map. And those signatures were dropped off by an experienced GOP operative with ties to President Trump's campaign. All right. A local reporter recorded Lane I don't know how to pronounce the last name, Ruland, heading in to drop off the signatures that would qualify West for his presidential bid in Wisconsin on Tuesday. Ruland is one of the handful of GOP election lawyers in the state, and she's also a former legal counsel for the state Republican Party. Remember, this fool said he was part of the birthday party. Okay? That Ruland she also worked directly for President Trump, and she recently represented the Trump campaign in its lawsuit to force Priorities USA, a Democratic super PAC, to pull an anti-Trump ad off the airwaves. She was actually in court representing the Trump campaign just last week. All right, so are you guys understanding what I'm talking about right now? Kanye is fucking pretty much on the Republican side, which people thought from the beginning. Now that there's proof, I can't fuck with dude. That's some whole other shit that's going on right now. And I'm dead ass serious. This is major shit. Now, if he takes away any votes from Biden, he fucks the whole shit up. And that's what Trump's plan is, And it's like Nick Cannon is already gone through shit, and he's just been saying the stupidest fucking things in the world. And then he comes back, apologizes. People are mad that he apologized, but then they realize what being anti-Semitic is. And then he feels bad. Then he's in trouble. And then he says, yo, man, I'm voting for Kanye West. I back him. We need a black president. Cool. We definitely do. Need a black president again. Guess what? Not Kanye. And not, y'all don't know what the fuck's going on right now. I don't think. And when Nick gets information and people start telling him what's going on, he's going to have to apologize again. It's just fucking, man, dog. This might be the time where you just take a nap, homie, and just chill. Be like, I can't chill. No, you might need to chill, bro. And I know you, Nick. You know what I'm saying? We've been friends a long time. But yeah, man. And then Kanye did on this rant, like, I'm trying to win, fuck this. And I'm not trying to, take Joe Biden's vote. I'm trying to win and be the president of the United States because I'm going to be the president and blah, blah. Dog, no, you're not, man. And no, you're not. And yeah, again, I don't know what's going to happen, if he's going to even get to be in the thing. He jumped in so late. This is going to be a fucking disaster. And just the fact that he doesn't realize that Trump has kind of used him as a puppet to take away the votes, because the people who are voting for him weren't voting for Trump anyway. So it's just fucking crazy. And again, you know what? People are like, when they make bad decisions, like, whoever wants to hear that they're wrong. Who wants to hear that they're wrong? I do. That's where motherfuckers don't know me. You don't listen to this podcast. You don't know me. You're only on Twitter or Instagram, or you hear stories, you've seen interviews. That you don't know me then. Because I want to hear when I'm wrong. That's me. Yes, I do. And yeah, I'll admit I'm rarely wrong. But when I am, shit, I want to hear about it. Anyways, for those of you who want to get in-depth stories about my sneaker days, and really good interview. Like, we go not just into Air Max crew, but we get into the whole situation of when I worked for Nike doing marketing for them, and my fallout with Nike, and just me being at the being at the forefront of the sneaker game in the real golden age era, and obviously selling my sneaker collection for millions of dollars. And that means, look, what I'm trying to tell you guys is go to the Complex Sneaker Podcast with my boy Joe LaPuma, and I break down stories I've never told really on here, and it's just good stuff. A lot of people who heard the KoreaTown Hustler, probably part 2, would know. And again, I'm working on 3. I've been writing the notes down and everything. But yeah, check out that podcast. Also, again, if you haven't listened to the K-Pod, the Korean American podcast, K-Pod, I'm on there with my sister. But that sneaker, Complex Sneakers one is dope. Now, as far as entertainment, man, there has been some motherfucking entertainment for that ass for this week. Okay, there's been some shit. Where do we start? The VERZUZ battle. The VERZUZ battle was 2 Chainz versus Rick Ross. You know, I'm going to be honest, man. People are like, oh, this shit was dope. And blah, blah. You know what, man? 2 Chainz, my boy. I don't know Rick Ross. I thought it was kind of whack. I wasn't really a big fan of it. It was all right. I think 2 Chainz can win against somebody else. I don't know, man. It was just not. There's really not too much to elaborate. I just wasn't really like. I didn't even watch the rest of it. And the peak is at the end, right? I was over it. This week's episode of P-Valley was good. It is getting a little. Some of my boys are like, "Yo, man, dog, what, man, bruh, like." You know, when the strip club owner, when he starts making out with the rapper dude, I'm like, bro, there's a fucking transgender on the show from episode 1. What the fuck you think he was gonna do? Not be like, I mean, they're getting into, it's 2020, you know? It's gonna be some shit on there. Might not be for everybody and whatever. It ain't my favorite part of the thing, doesn't matter. It's still a good show. You know? It's like, cause like people are tripping. Anyways, show's still popping. It's cool. What I really can't wait to start watching. I couldn't because it was late. I had to fucking put my kids to sleep. I had to start writing the show, start recording a little bit of the show. And by the time you listen to this, I'll have watched at least that first episode. And what I'm talking about, is Surviving Jeffrey Epstein, which is on the Lifetime channel. There'll be a new episode tonight, I believe, on the Lifetime channel. I cannot fucking wait. I've been fully obsessed with this whole fucking Epstein situation. I can't wait to fucking see what Ghislaine Maxwell has, what happens to her and all that other shit. But Surviving Jeffrey Epstein, I highly suggest it. I haven't even fucking seen it. I already know it's just going to be dope. I watched this movie called The Tax Collector that has my friend George Lopez. You already know how dear of a man that dude is to me in my life. And my other boy, Shia LaBeouf. And let me explain something to you real quick. People hit me up. Oh, you dumbass head ass. Been talking about you a film. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I almost replied to this one girl. Look, there's times where you watch a movie and it ain't exactly Academy Award acting. Look, Baby Boy was cool. I hated the movie the first 4 or 5 times I watched it. So this shit is terrible, super over acting. And I actually ended up liking the movie. You know, there's some great actors in there. Let me tell you something real quick. George Lopez, good actor, certain things. I think he was cool in this. He's all right. Anybody in the world that wants to tell me that Shia LaBeouf is not a fucking good actor needs to go suck a dick. Fuck Transformers. Fuck any of that. I'm talking about, watch Honey Boy. And that story is deep. Watch this other shit. Shia is going to possibly win a Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor. He's going to win an Academy Award. He is a fucking serious thespian. And let me explain something to you guys sitting there making fun. And I thought it was funny. Some people were pulling out the memes like, hey man, this is Shia LaBeouf from The Tax Collector. And they pulled out the scene from 22 Jump Street where Jonah Hill is acting like a fake essay. He's like, hey, what's up, homie? I'm Spider, da-da-da-da-da. People forget that Shia LaBeouf, even as a child actor, a kid, whatever, he's on that fucking show. I don't know what the fuck it was. I'm way too old for that. Shia actually grew up in Echo Park. If anyone knows, way before the hipster shit happened in Echo Park, if you watch that movie, Mi Vida Loca, it's a dope-ass movie about, you know, the Mexican gang culture. Yo, Echo Park, that was where the fucking shit was filmed. That was the epicenter of it. There was, you know, he grew up around La Raza. You know what I'm saying? He knows what time it is. And I've had some discussions with Shia. And that being said, there is no Academy Award acting in this movie. It was entertainment. I bought it. I didn't even rent it. I was like, fuck it. $7 to rent or 15 to buy. I'm just gonna buy it. I'm gonna want to watch it a couple times here and there, get to see my boys. What was dope about the movie was they show a little background story. You know, these dudes, they're street debt collectors. You know what I'm saying? People got to pay tax, protection, boom. And one of the guys, never seen him in a movie before ever. And I forgot what that one MMA fighter dude's name is who fucking got into it with my boy Jay Park. He's in it. But anyways, you know, this dude, he works for a big boss, and they come across some beef with another boss who wants to take over. And that dude, you know, he established himself as a problem. And, you know, I can't get too deep into it, but when they get into gangster shit, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It got gory. It was violent. It was everything I needed it to be for a Saturday night. It was violent. There was gangster shit. It made me want to pull my guns out. It just got me excited. It was, you know, filmed in LA. And you know, I love anything about gangsters and shit and everything. It wasn't like a fucking, I forgot what that one dude's name is. Is it Lil Rob or what? No, not Lil Rob. Lil Rob's a good dude. I forgot what the dude's fucking name is. The movie was fucking terrible. Look, again, you're not going to get Academy Award acting. It was cool. There was action. Obviously, fucking my boy Noel G's in the movie is fucking hilarious. He played Hector in like 7 different movies. But yo, if you ain't tripping and $7 is, you know, like I said, that's going to be less than half of going to the theaters. It was cool entertainment. If you don't like gangster movies and whatever, don't waste your time. But it was something I wanted to watch, and I saw it. Saving the best for last. My boy Calvin, who is someone I work with, he's a business partner of mine and very smart guy. Yo, Jesus fucking Christ. I don't even know where to begin with this and just tell you. He sent me a link to the craziest fucking documentary or story fucking, what the fuck. It's 2020, ABC. And it was the craziest story I've ever fucking seen on television. Okay? It was the craziest fucking story. If you have the ABC app on Apple TV, watch there. If you have a computer, just check out 2020, Catch Me If You Can, Hossein Nayeri, Hossein, and last name is Nayeri, Nayeri. This story changes fucking, it's fuck switching gears. This shit is like hopping into one car, getting into another, going reverse, getting hit, jumping into another car, then going swimming, and just the most insane story of a robbery gone wrong for the wrong reason. And it's interesting because the reason why I know my partner is because we're both in the cannabis business and he's established in it. I just kind of dabbled in it and I'm in it now, but this is what these guys specialize in. And it was based in Newport Beach, California. So, you know, it's not far from my office. It's where a lot of my boys, you know, live and my partner's in the OC and stuff. And, you know, this guy owns a fucking dispensary and he gets kidnapped. And the whole fucking situation of him getting kidnapped, the backstory is fucking insane. And just the fucking, this dude, Hossein Nayeri, you could just look in his eyes like, okay, look, I didn't even know how much this guy had to be involved in this situation. I just seen, as soon as they showed him first, I said, this dude's fucked up. I can tell. I grew up with a lot of Persian people. I could tell this dude was fucking psycho. You have to just watch it. I'm telling you right now, look, all the other shit is cool here and there, whatever. This is fucking crazy. Like, I just never seen no crazy shit like this. And if you live in California, fuck, it doesn't matter where the fuck you live. You got to watch this fucking Catch Me If You Can 2020 ABC special on Hossein Nayeri. I think it's the latest season, so it's pretty recent. It's fucking crazy. That shit was fucking nuts. Go watch that shit. Now, let's get into some motherfucking sports. Dodgers are doing good. They're not doing excellent, but they're playing really good, and I'm not mad at them. They're doing their thing. It sucks that on Saturday they lost and the Lakers lost. Lakers are motherfucking losing way too fucking much. In the bubble, that shit's going to be a motherfucking problem. It's starting to get on my motherfucking nerves, to be honest with you. They need to step their shit up. It is not, I'm being dead ass serious right now. This is not a fucking, this is crazy, man. Yes, we clinched first place. I don't know if that was a fucking good thing. Well, for bragging rights? Like, I sit and think about this shit now, and I'm like, yo, hold on, wait a second. The Lakers' potential playoffs is like going to be the hardest we've ever faced. And it's like, yeah, we got AD and LeBron, but who cares? Like, yo, Blazers, and then to maybe the Rockets, and then possibly to the Clippers for the Western Finals, and then to the fucking Bucks. This is literally going to be the most fucking difficult fucking playoffs that we've ever fucking faced. And I know LeBron's faced some fucking shit, I mean, the fucking Cleveland fucking Golden State shit, but this is a whole different level, all right? And we start the playoffs this week, all right? I don't want to fucking see a motivated fucking Dame Lillard. I want to see motherfucking Memphis, okay? But fuck it. We're going to do our thing. Look, man, LeBron wants to be the greatest, man. Look, I'm telling you guys here now on the podcast. We get this chip through that fucking, that's the path we have to go through. And my boy, look, man, did you see Austin Rivers yesterday? Austin, my boy, who's been on the Behind the Baller podcast, my boy Austin hit a 40-piece. Harden, that team is nasty. Westbrook, man. Shout out to my boy Austin, man. And prayers out to my boy Ben Simmons too. He's got a little injury with his knee. Kind of bummed out about that. But Lakers got to step it up. Man, Dame went off yesterday too. But this is just fuck it. We got to do what we got to do. And sidebar, just want to send out some love to my friend Kacey Musgraves. She is a enormous popular country singer, and she is just going through a tough time. And if you could, send a prayer out to my friend Kacey Musgraves. What else? Oh yeah, the hobby. Last but not least, the motherfucking hobby. Thank you very much to everyone who bought my Mark McGwire card. I think that is my favorite card of everything so far. I'm going to assess all 10 again and just go through it. But I love the Cal Ripken. I love the fucking Dwight Gooden. I really loved. And again, I'm biased. I love Mark McGwire when he played for the A's. I would go to those games because I was in the Bay. He used to have an E30, a white E30 M3. That was like a fucking, dream car. And thank you very much. The print run was 9,758. I leaked my Topps Chrome cards. People are fucking tripping. Seeing this, I'm going to leak some super factors and some parallels. I don't know if this week soon, but all my cards. Look, man, I just found out that the retail price for my Topps Chrome box set is $250. There's rumors going around all over fucking Twitter and Instagram that the retail price was going to be $500-$600 for the box, right? There's a shitload of cards in there. No, it's not. It's $250. So now, when I found out how many Topps Chrome boxes they sell, I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. So how many you selling of mine? And when they told me, and I can't really release the information, I'm like, holy shit, that's like way, way, way less. Like super less than what, so it's going to be limited, right? There's going to be a good amount of boxes, but it's way less than what they're usually doing. So, I don't know if it's going to be only on the website, if it's going to be at Target, Walmart, and other places. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to find out some more information. But at $250, there's going to be cards in there worth $2,500. That's just the way that this Chrome works. And there's no Topps Chrome Sapphire this year. So this is kind of, I think, replaced it. I'm not sure, just what I'm hearing. But I'm really proud of these 3 designs that I did for the templates and the backgrounds of these cards. And they look good, man. Fucking excited. They should be coming out in a couple weeks. My next card for Topps Project 2020 is Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn is a fucking G. I'm going to represent the 619. You already know I got love for Dago, and Tony Gwynn is a fucking beast. And, it's my 11th card. We are getting this shit popping. I am going to go to the Beckett headquarters and get some friends and family cards signed. I am actually going to give you guys a chance to buy a couple friends and family cards, maybe one of each. So even though it says 1 of 5, there's not going to be 5 available for sale. So if you see it say sold out really quick, that's just what it is. But it's been a long time since I sold some cards. So I'm kind of getting itchy. And I have my Blake, Jameson, Mike Trout dual autograph card coming, plus a friends and family. So I just want to start getting some fucking things released. And on top of that, my Cal Ripken card should be shipping soon. Topps just informed me that they got almost 1 million ultra light, ultra pro sliders and everything. So they got the fucking plastic, the cases. They got that ready. So we're about to play catch up, and everyone's gonna be fucking happy. For those of you saying, "Oh, probably 2020 is dead," and blah blah. Look, there is an eBay auction right now. I don't know who the fuck it was. Just seen it on Twitter. There's an eBay auction up right now. It probably ends in a few hours from when you hear this podcast. Okay, and it's my first 5 cards of the series. Okay, so that means it's Ichiro, it's Frank Thomas, it's Mike Trout, it's Ricky Henderson, and Dwight Gooden. All right, my first 5 cards. And it's at $2,300 right now. I don't know what it could be at the time of this auction right now, but I think it's going to end at $2,500, maybe even more. Look, that was $100 investment for this guy. Okay, $100 fucking investment, and you're telling me right now that $2,400 ain't shit? Like, you guys are tripping. Okay, like that's fucking 24 times what this guy invested. So I don't know. Again, TikTok. I know Trump signed the executive orders talking about they had 45 days, whatever. I don't know if they're gonna get that shit done. He already signed it. Doesn't look like it. People are all pissed off. This, that, and the third, whatever. And fuck TikTok. Real quick, my family and I this weekend went to this place called Gentle Farm in Santa Clarita, California. It was like about a 45-minute, not about 45-minute drive, and it was deep in Santa Clarita. And it's a farm, it's a rescue farm where they have cows and horses and llamas and pigs and goats and donkeys and things like that. And you get to just see, it's mostly for little kids. And because of COVID, you could just do it all in your car. You listen to it through audio. You download the audio and you listen to it while you're driving. And it's $28 a person. We did it just to show Kaya and Ryder so they can see the animals and everything. It's not very long and it's not short at all whatsoever, but they feed you. Everything is vegan. There's places, they rescue people from slaughterhouses and everything else. And it's for a really good cause. And they serve you Beyond sausages, which I fucking love regardless. And you get to eat and, you just, it was for a good cause. And so I don't know if you guys are looking for things to do while you're COVID and you don't mind spending $28 a person. I think if your kid's under 3 or under 4, you don't have to pay for it. But it was cool. The kids liked it. It took about a little bit less than an hour to go through everything. And then, again, you don't come in contact with anybody. You just stay in your car. I don't know, man. All I want to say is, again, it is an unbelievable feeling to have known that I have stayed with this podcast. I did not miss more than 3 episodes in a year. We do 2 a week. We've done a couple emergencies, and it's just, I can't explain to you again how much I thank you all for staying with me, sticking, listen to the show. I throw that free game around, and we're 1 year old. Saturday, August 8th, 2 days ago, where we turned 1, and it's really crazy, and I'm gonna get Lakey Lake to get some new music. And speaking of Lakey Lake right now, it's that time to go. Make sure you subscribe. If you aren't subscribing, subscribe now. Tell a friend to tell a friend about this podcast. And man, I love you guys. Have a great week. I'll see you guys back on Thursday, and that is it. All right, y'all, we're out, man. Yo, Lakey, hit me off with that music, man. What? No, man, fuck Donald Trump, bro. I'm just joking, man. Yo, hit me off. All right, y'all. Peace.